Alright, I'm here to explain to you the important thing about Explorer books. Your task is to create an important book of 3 explorers that mimics the important book by Margaret Wise Brown that includes 1 page for each of 3 following explorers. You're also to add or include a title page. So we're going to, in this video, see parts of Margaret Wise Brown's book, the important book, and she uses a particular structure to create her paragraphs. We're going to mimic that structure. So you can see here the important thing about blank is. So here's where you're going to put your explorer's name. The important thing about Christopher Columbus is. Now, you want to put the very most important thing at the top. So whatever it would be that we should remember about Christopher Columbus, the most important thing should be the very first thing that you say about him. And then you're going to add 4 other details or facts about things that we should know. And then you're going to close it, but the most important thing about Christopher Columbus is, and all you're doing here is repeating sentence 1. Okay, so sentence 1 and 6 are exactly the same, except for the last one has the word but. And in between, you're going to have important facts. Now, at this time, let me tell you, important facts do not include things like who their parents were, when they were born, when they died, things of that nature. Those don't really tell you about a person's importance. And so when you're here on Schoolage, you can see that there is an interactive Explorer game and an Explorer's video that you can use. And then all of these PDFs here, Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan, all of these are the Explorers. You just simply click on one of those and that PDF will open for you to use. I also have here the important book PDF. That is an example for you to see how you are doing this. It's not one of the explorers that you're using, so it'll just be something that you can see as an example. So here is an example of what you're looking at. So I colored my page. This is simply a Word document. All you have to do is open a Word document. I open this Word document, I colored my page, and then I have the important thing about Amerigo Vespucci is that America is named for him. He sailed the Atlantic for Italy in search of a passage to India in 1499. He landed in North-South Africa exploring the Amazon River. He later sailed in 1501 for Portugal, heading to the New World. He realized that it was not Asia, but instead 2 separate continents, North and South America. But the most important thing about Amerigo Vespucci is that America is named for him. And then I went out and found some pictures that fit Amerigo and added those by simply copying those images or saving the images onto my pictures on my computer. And then you can just drop them in. Alright, so I want to take another look at this assignment. And here you can see that I have the directions again, the important book of explorers. And this is Margaret Wise Brown's book so that you can see the example. Remember, as I have here, birthdays, parents' names, death, those are not things that are important details we need to know about your explorers. Okay? So here's an example of her book. It's called The Important Book. The Important Book. The important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. It's like a little shovel. You hold it in your hand. You can put it in your mouth. It isn't flat. It's hollow, and it spoons things up. But the important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. The important thing about a daisy is that it is white. It is yellow in the middle, it has long white petals, and bees sit on it. It has a ticklish smell, it grows in green fields, and there are always lots of daisies. But the important thing about a daisy is that it is white. The important thing about rain is that it is wet. It falls out of the sky, and it sounds like rain, and it makes things shiny, and it does not taste like anything, and it is the color of air. But the important thing about rain is that it is wet. So hopefully you're seeing that in each of these, the important thing about rain is that it is wet. But the most important thing about rain is that it is wet. The first and the last are the same sentence. And then all of the details come in the middle. In your particular book, you're going to write 3 details about your explorer. Remembering that details are things of importance, not things just like their birth and death. And she goes on with her book, and you'll see that if you were to take a look at her book, that every page follows the same structure. And that's what we're going to work on today. And so when you're done, here's just a little piece for you to think about. You don't actually have to write on this. You're just going to come right to your graphic organizer, to your Word document. But if you want to do a graphic organizer, that would be fine. So you're looking for what's that most important thing your explorer did. Okay? If there was only one thing that you could tell us, what would be the one thing that we need to know about them? Okay? The most important. And then add some other things. And I put a few ideas up here, like who are they exploring for? Their mother country. When were they exploring? Where did they go? What was important about where they went? And then if there's anything that we remember about them as a result of their exploring. So you want 4 other facts about your explorer. So you're going to have sentence 1 and your most important, 2, 3, 4, and 5 other important facts, and then sentence 6 repeats sentence 1. And here's kind of the structure that you see, the important book format. The important thing about you have Christopher Columbus is, and then we're going to have detail 1, detail 2, detail 3, detail 4, and then repeat the first thing you said about the important thing. All right, hopefully this clarifies for you exactly what your expectation is from this. Now on Schoology, you can put all of these on one page and make one document that has 3 pages, 3 explorers, or you can do 3 separate documents, one document for each explorer that you do. And then when you go to submit it, you're simply going to submit all 3 of your explorers as one assignment. All right, hopefully your proctor will be able to help you with that.